Kyrie Irving.
Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the Boston Celtics facing the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And guys, how rare is it to see the top two teams in it came together? Was how well it fit, though, for both teams. And you could argue both teams, in essence, got better.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward outside at the 3 with Morris to his side at the 4. Smart is out there with Irving, and it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nice ball movement by Boston. Smart kicks to Irving. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. Smart misses.
And it's fascinating to see these new-look rosters, former teammates going head-to-head. This is a matchup we could see plenty more of come playoff time.
Offensive rebound. Here's James. Smith with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
J.R. Smith has a quick release and can shoot it from deep, but that time a nice job off the pass.
Hayward dishes to Irving. Launches a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On defense, the Celtics. Thomas passes to Thompson. LeBron outside. Back to Thompson. Hayward against James. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Hayward against LeBron. Right side, Irving. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
LeBron kicks to Love. LeBron against Hayward. Smith outside. Off target with his 3.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start. And the Celtics trade for Kyrie Irving, sending shockwaves back in August. Never before had a pair of 25-point-per-game scorers swap teams in the offseason. That's what you call a blockbuster.
That's a big boy basket from Horford, fouled, but still got it to fall.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%. And Al Horford, just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
Now here is Smith. Thomas sets a screen for Smith. Feeds it to Love. Thomas with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Love. Up and in on the layup. Love's got his first points in this one.
Kevin Love refusing to give up possession of the basketball after that miss, giving it all he's got down there.
Horford with the screen on Thompson. Here's Hayward. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And Horford won't wow you with his athleticism. But Greg, he's still a pretty good shot blocker.
He has great timing, anticipation, and awareness. Don't forget also he's got terrific hands, and you see that with all the steals he racks up.
Again, the miss by Hayward.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Thomas. The screen from Thompson. Thomas dishes to Love. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. At the elbow, it's James. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Count that bucket.
You really have to be up on Kyrie Irving, especially when he's this deep. He gets the shot off so quick.
Now here's LeBron. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jay Crowder's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Korver comes in for Smith. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And a new group in for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Brown, he's checked in for Smart. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
James with it, now guarded by Tatum. Off the screen. And Rozier pulls it down.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Here's Tatum. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Rose in the post. Whistle blows, if that's going to be a travel.
And now a look at LeBron James here. Last season, he played outstanding. 6th in assists, 8th in scoring, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Tatum with it. He's going up against Love. Tatum passes to Baines. Morris kicks to Rozier. Boston again missing. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Right at the free throw line. Rose, no good.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Brown dishes to Tatum. It's tipped.
Well, it helps to have a guard who can block some shots. Shumpert, a dependable defender who at times can get up to throw things away.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 4.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even killed. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their deep.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Rose is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Love in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
And it's really all about the evolution of Derrick Rose, finding out how to be more effective at this stage of his career. And, you know, I think he's done a good job of not relying on his outside shot as much. Still can attack and get to the rim, and it's starting to lead to better results.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. There are times when you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players. Here's Rose. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. 4 on the clock. Here's Crowder. They get it back. Love, outside jumper. Rose kicks to Korver. The dish now to Shumpert. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Right side Rose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. For Rose, the outside shot was something that never really recovered after his injuries, Greg, but he is still a dangerous scorer without that tool.
One of the better finishers still at the rim in the league in terms of guards. His decision to go inside more helped bump that field goal percentage up last season. Not everyone can adjust their game, but Rose managed to do it seamlessly.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for Kyle Korver.
Well, we talk so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Irving kicks to Tatum. Horford sets a screen for Hayward. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And Gordon Hayward has increased his scoring average every season he's been in the league. And couple that last year also a career high in offensive efficiency. The guy is just a budding superstar.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thomas is checked in.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Now the pass to Irving. Over Thomas. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Irving's got 9. And Gordon Hayward has worked on his strength, but also his balance, adding boxing, Greg, as you were talking about, to his off-season training.
Yeah, great point. I mean, the strength, the balance, and footwork make him a great slasher. This guy gets in the lane and just has a knack for working himself to the foul line.
Tough for teams to combat Tristan Thompson's physical play down there on the inside. Even when you get a hand up, he's capable of draining the shot.
Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. And no good. Excellent D from Thomas. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. The screen from Thompson. Shoots from the elbow. Crowder with another miss.
Got to get out his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
Shoots from the baseline. Hayward can hit. The Cavaliers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. And Thomas has it in the corner. The screen from Thompson. And Thomas, here we go. The shot from the low post is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Just fundamental basketball. Horford really flushing it down there. Makes it look so easy, and big guys often do.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Opening day upon us, Brent. Some teams already looked as if they are championship contenders already. Others clearly in a rebuild mode. What's the mindset of players entering the season on a rebuilding team?
Well, if you're a veteran guy, you're asking your agent, can I get a trade? They would love to get on one of those contending teams. But a rebuilding team is about making progress each month. Really, quite honestly, that's what you want to see, Kevin, is progression month to month. Each of the games, maybe chunk out a block. 20 games here, 20 games there, and you want to see just improvement overall in what your squad is doing.
A minute 20 left to play here in the second quarter. Irving passes to Hayward. Picked by Horford. The fadeaway, and Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Nice. The defender's on him. He gauges how much space he needs to get that one off. Chooses to go with the fadeaway.
The screen from Thompson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. A chance here to assess what
areas of the floor for their scoring, and it's a well-designed recipe that they rely on. For all the other defenses out there, make note of this shot chart.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Thomas against Irving. Back to Korver. From the arc. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. The Celtics with the lead. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now here's Korver, guarded by Smart. The screen from Thompson. They set the pick. Korver kicks to James. And another miss by Cleveland. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Celtics out in front. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Morris is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Hayward in at the small forward position. Boston shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good.
It's strange to see that this Cavs team, after facing the Warriors, became one of the most elite shooting teams themselves. Their three-point shooting percentage up to about 38% last season. That was second best in the NBA. They also had the second most attempts in the league behind the Rockets.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
And for the Cavaliers, 40% of their field goal attempts coming from long range last season. And a huge part of their offense.
Well, 25 made threes in a single game against the Hawks last year was an NBA record. Not Golden State. Cleveland had that record. So it's one of the many ones that they set as a prolific three-point shooting team. And interesting because their matchups with the Golden State Warriors, as being the great shooting team that they are, that the Cavs shot more last year.
And Brett, I read that Kyrie Irving meditates off the court. It's something he reads about and studies up on quite a bit, focused on learning and growing as a person.
Well, if meditating and taking some time out mentally to picture the type of success that you can have out on the floor, then there are some other players in this league, Kevin, that might want to take up what Kyrie Irving is throwing down.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And with all the talk about Kyrie coming to Boston, you still have to figure how he'll fit in to the team. Has this year and next left on his contract, player option after that. But with his scoring and shooting, should make this offense even more potent. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Smart dishes to Irving. Irving double team. A pass to Hayward. Banked in off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And when you put a player of Kyrie's ability into this Boston system, you have to expect good things. Irving does so much for himself and others. The longer he plays with the team, I think the more comfortable he'll become.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Pass to Smart over Smith. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's 6 points for Marcus Smart.
Well, the pace and rhythm right now is all Kyrie Irving. Terrific job of setting up his teammates.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And when Marcus Morris gets a defender in a one-on-one situation, Greg, he feels the most at home.
And part of that might be from going up against his twin brother all the time when they were young. Marcus Morris has a great knack to find a shot he likes. Terrific with his mid-range.
Rose is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Terry Rozier comes in for Kyrie Irving. Thomas inside. He's covered by Brown. Love. Great positioning on the putback.
So if you don't box out Kevin Love, there's your result.
Celtics leading by 9. Rozier the pass to Hayward. Picked by Horford. Shot on the wing. Tips it up. And it's Horford with the extra effort. Horford's got 7 points in the game.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Thomas, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Boston.
And for Isaiah Thomas, he shouldn't have too much of an issue fitting in with the Cavs. I mean, he played AAU with Kevin Love. He can distribute and score. Same role as Irving had when he was with the Cavs.
First free throw is good.
And really what it comes down to is great players finding ways to make it work. IT has been getting it done for quite some time. Knows he moved into an incredible opportunity with the Cavs.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Hey, Brady, you and I were talking about the toughest players in the league just a minute ago. It's easy to go right to physical attributes, but let's shift it. And who are some of the toughest guys mentally in the game now?
Well, those guys who are thinking out there on the floor, not only about what they have to do, Kevin, but getting their guys lined up and into right spots. I think that Marc Gasol does an incredible job of that in Memphis, especially as the center, knowing all the coverages, backing up the line of defense on pick and rolls, rebounding, outletting, scoring. That's a lot of work for a big guy. And the elite guys that we could talk about, Kev, Chris Paul and LeBron James. I mean, how good are those guys when it comes down to making sure that things are communicated between the coach and that all five guys know their responsibilities on the floor?
I bet if it can come from the back end, like you said with Gasol, what about a guy like DeAndre Jordan, who I think has really tried to improve that part of his game?
I think there's a lot more appreciation for how much DeAndre Jordan does, especially the way that he contributed to the USA team in a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Here's Brown. A putback.
And you like to see that from Horford. He never gives up on the offensive glass, which allows him to get pretty easy looks like that one at the basket.
Here's LeBron. Good work defensively by Morris. Boston leading by 11. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, "The mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player." Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Now a timeout called by Boston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jay Crowder's checked in for Smith. And it's Korver in for Thomas. That one falls. Brown's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
They are just killing them on the interior.
LeBron kicks to Crowder. James sets the screen for Crowder. The feed now to Korver. Out to the right wing. There's Rose with the three. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Rozier kicks to Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Man, he's missing those kind of good looks. His team is in some serious trouble.
17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Love against Horford. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morris. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Korver and LeBron are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Rose in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Thompson, high post. He dishes it to Crowder. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's LeBron, and he converts the layup. James has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Cavs.
And once James takes off towards the basket, the defense really has no chance to react and or stop him. What determination from the King there.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And after so many finals runs starting in 2015, Brent, is it natural for a team like the Cavaliers to wear down a bit?
Well, they do have some guys that have played a lot of years in the NBA, so that's a natural cause and effect. But these guys were the defending champs last year, won 51 games, took a couple months off on the defensive end, and then flipped the switch in the playoffs. No doubt about it. Came together and played extremely well through their run in the Eastern Conference.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. Oh, good on the 3. Celtics leading by 11. Here is Hayward. In the corner, Horford with it. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's 12 points for Al Horford.
Excellent job by Horford to shoot that as soon as he catches it. No time for the defense to get to him.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And there had been a will he or won't he feeling with Gordon Hayward's free agency. Tough choice, I got to believe, for him to leave Utah, but you can see why he wanted to join forces here with the Celtics.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He was not happy with their shot selection, and he let them know about it. He said, we're taking low percentage shots, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, and work for those shots in the flow of the offense. Stay with the plan. We'll see if they can get it going.
Thanks so much, David. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And Boston was the heavy favorite to sign Gordon Hayward, and ultimately the opportunity was just too hard to pass up.
And he's reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens. This team has a great path to make a deep playoff run, and this just adds another star to a very balanced roster.
Kicks it to LeBron. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Again, Irving missing.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The screen from Thompson. From 20 feet out. He gets it in there.
That's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Irving kicks to Hayward. To the middle. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Not going to go that time. The Cavaliers trail by 16. It's LeBron with the drive. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Love's check in for Crowder. Smith comes in for Kyle Korver. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose. Celtics leading by 14. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
A second chance effort, and he gets the bucket. 6 points for Tristan Thompson.
Not easy to prevent Tristan Thompson from scoring in that position. Got to try to body him up.
Irving dishes to Smart. Morris with a screen on Love. Now here's Smart. Back to Irving. The tray. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Irving's got 16 here in the second half.
It doesn't happen often because Kyrie plays in isolation so much, but that time he used the screen well to create space.
James against Hayward. It's LeBron with the drive.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Irving, and Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson lives in the paint, and defensively, occasionally, you're going to get the shots like that.
Out to the wing. Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Horford.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Boston.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Thomas passes to Smith. And another miss by Cleveland.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Thomas. Irving, good. And the Celtics lead by 17.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. With Kyrie Irving, it's early in the season, so what's the most important thing to getting off on the right foot?
Great days of practice, honestly, and being prepared. Always communicating and trusting each other. That's going to be the biggest word for us this year is trust. Like I said, consistency and trust.
We will see. It's a long season if you can get that done, Kyrie. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.